All right, I'm making this video. This is Darlington Park. I don't think we've ever run here before, so I wanted you to be a little familiar about what the course looks like um, before we actually race it. Now, I just wanted you to be aware there's kind of three bodies of water I'm going to be talking about. You have this man-made lake, this actual lake, and then this is a man-made lake, but on Google Earth it shows that it's all dried up. It probably won't be dried up for the race. So we start in this field. This field is where the starting line and the finish line is pretty close too. And you'll notice this barn, that like white rectangular barn close to the starting line. That's where a lot of people will be just before and after the race. So you start here, start on grass. It funnels you in very quickly to this concrete walking path. Go around the walking path, and then you'll see the lines will kind of direct you to then go across this sand. The only thing that's new is I don't think this is, it's obviously still sand, but I think that you will have to run on like a gravel trail. That was something that got emailed to me, was that instead of it being sand, there will be like a gravel trail there that you're going to have to stay on. So you run across that sand towards the volleyball court. The volleyball court is like right where the crayon is. You'll see it looks like a rectangle there. Yeah, I think you could stay to the right of it because it's quickest. And then it'll take you on to another path. Now you're going towards Darlington Lake, but you're going to stay on the walking path. The walking path will loop you around. It's pretty hard to get lost there. You'll just kind of follow the path. Now, in this area, to the right, you'll see these really big rocks that are like immovable. But there's a gap in between the rocks that you then like cut through, and then you go across this field towards that man-made lake. Now, when you get here, you're going to see that this path now, there's another concrete path around it. You are going to have to stay on that concrete path, so you're going to kind of hug that path like this. I believe there's a cone somewhere where I'm making this X, and people in previous years used to just like cut right across the sand, but you can't do that, so you have to go stay around to the left of the cone. And you're going to go around this building, and then you're going to kind of cut towards the edge of this lake. And around this lake, this is just like a dirt path, so it's well groomed, and this is a pretty fast part of the course. So now, when you're about to get into the woods, there's going to be a telephone pole or a utility pole, and that's mile 1. I'll probably be at mile 1. If not, then I'll show you the other place where I'd likely be. So now, going through the woods is quite easy. You pretty much just stay straight through, and then you do that until you get to another concrete walking path where you turn right, and now you're running. There's a downhill here, so you like run down the walking path. Okay, so now it's pretty much a 2-loop course, except for loop 1, what you do is you end up cutting right. Like you could either stay straight here or cut right, and you end up cutting right, and then you run to the left of the lake here, and then you kind of join the course again. So you'll see there's literally like a fork in the road here where you can either go right or you can go straight. And the first time around, you go right, you loop around, and then you follow the course again. So now you're back here. We're going to go across this way again. And then we're going to do the same thing. Now, once you get to here where you like cross through those rocks, now that's mile 2. And then to bring it on home, so same thing, you're following all that other stuff. Remember, you stay left at that cone. And then you go around the lake again. Now at this point, you probably have like a half mile left. So the same thing, you're gonna go through the same course in the woods. Going a little faster with my crayon now. And now at this point, instead of cutting right to do the little lake loop again, now you stay straight, and there's a pretty sharp left turn here where you stay on this path, and then you finish down this straightaway, and the finish line will be like right here. So it's a very fast course. It's mostly, I feel like there's more downhill than there is uphill, which sometimes doesn't really make sense. A couple different terrain changes. So you should just make sure that you have spikes or you have your racing shoes, but I wouldn't actually keep the spikes in it because there's a lot of concrete running. So that's what the course is going to be looking like. And if you have any questions, let me know.